and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth all of my dolls video, and this video is going to be fairly long because I'm going to be explaining all the kind of backstories about when I got the dolls and any significant stories behind them. So this is going to be a little bit longer of an all my dolls video. This is inspired by the channel 1000 Splendid Dolls because they tend to make really long in-depth all my dolls videos. So I thought I would try it out, and since some of y'all like very detailed things, so this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, but hopefully you enjoy it. Sorry it's a little bit crowded on this shelf, but I wanted to fit all the dolls that I had received in my childhood on one shelf. I did have 7 18-inch dolls by the time I stopped collecting as a kid, and that is a lot of dolls, I will admit. I was very lucky, but American Girl, as soon as I discovered it, it was like the only thing I really cared about. And, well, let's get started with the first doll and talk about that. So the very first doll at the beginning there, her name is Taran in the green vest, and Taran is a MAPLELEA doll, and MAPLELEA dolls are a brand of Canadian 18-inch dolls that came out, I believe, in 2003, and this one is from 2007. I got her in 2008 for my 8th birthday, and I saw her in the catalog. It was right before Christmas of 2007, and a catalog came in the mail, but that was too late to ask for her for Christmas, so my parents were like, okay, just wait for your birthday, which is in the beginning of March. So I waited, and I loved her because I always said that I wanted a porcelain doll that you could play with, and these ones looked like porcelain dolls, but they were made out of plastic or vinyl, so you could play with them and they wouldn't break, and I loved her so much. My mom was a little bit hesitant to get one for me because I didn't play with my baby dolls. I did play with my Barbies. I loved Barbie, but I didn't play with baby dolls, and so she was like, you're probably not going to play with her. And I'm like, but Mom, I'm going to play with her because she's a doll that looks like me and she's around my age, and I love that. And my mom, she definitely has got her money out of Taran, but my mom says that sometimes she low-key regrets getting me Taran because it started an addiction, as you can see. As you can see kind of in the corner there, that is Just Like You 3. That is my, well, I called her Kirsten growing up before, because we got her off of eBay because Kirsten was retired at the time. I got her in 2010, and I got her for my 10th birthday, like a month or two after my 10th birthday. And we bought her off of eBay, and I thought she was a Kirsten, but don't worry, we paid like the same amount of money that you would pay for like a brand new American Girl, so it's not like we paid for like Kirsten retired prices. Like, you know, we just got a doll that looked like Kirsten and called her Kirsten for years. Now she is called Alice in my collection because I have a proper Kirsten. So she is Alice from Alice in Wonderland in my collection now. Next we have Samantha, and Samantha was my third doll, and I got her for my birthday in 2011, and I was so happy. There's a video of me like screaming opening her up because I was so excited to get her. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, I have 3 18-inch dolls. I am so lucky. And because like a lot of my friends wanted just one, but you know, their parents didn't buy them one because, you know, their parents were right, and they did grow out of the doll within like a year. So they usually got like our generation started to be a thing around this time. And anyways, I was just thought I was so lucky because I had 3 18-inch dolls, and I was just so happy. And this Samantha is so beautiful, and she's just very special. Next we have Emily, and Emily is a very, very, very special doll in my collection. She's the first doll that I bought with my own money. I bought her in the summer of 2011, and I had worked at the end of the summer because all throughout the summer I saved up my money and I did extra chores around the house and held garage sales and lemonade stands and all that stuff just to get some money to buy Emily. I wanted to buy Emily and Molly, but it was really hard and I didn't save enough money, and I ended up getting Emily and some of her outfits, which was really awesome, and I'm so glad that I have Emily. She's a gorgeous doll, and I loved her because she was from England, and I thought it was so cool to have an American girl that wasn't from America originally. So that's why I really liked Emily. Mary Grace I also got in 2011. So Samantha, Emily, and Mary Grace I got in 2011. And I remember just thinking about how insane that was that I got 3 dolls in 2011. So Mary Grace, I received her for Christmas. And Emily I bought at the American Girl store Boston. And then my mom also bought Mary Grace at the American Girl store Boston, but she saved it until Christmas to give it to me. And I asked for it, so I kind of was hoping I would get it. And I asked for it a lot and wouldn't stop talking about it, so I did get it. But it was kind of like a surprise. Like, I didn't know for sure that she got Mary Grace, but it was the only thing I asked for. So anyways, Mary Grace is one of my favorite dolls in my collection because at the time she had blue eyes and brown hair, and I was like, that looks like me, because I had brown hair and blue eyes. Now, we don't have the same face mold at all, and our hair type is definitely not the same. Next we have Sage, and Sage I got, so in 2012 I didn't receive any dolls because my parents were kind of like, you're gonna outgrow dolls soon, because I was 12 years old, and I was like, no. And that year, and we didn't go to the States that year, so there was no way to get an American Girl because I don't think they shipped to Canada, and they weren't on chapters in Indigo, so the only real way was to actually go down there and pick one up. But anyways, looking back, maybe I should have got a MAPLELEA girl again and asked for like Leonie, because Leonie was like my second favorite MAPLELEA girl. So maybe that's a regret there, that because I did get MAPLELEA stuff for that Christmas. And anyways, that is maybe a doll regret there, that I didn't get Leonie in 2012. But in 2013 I got Sage, and the reason I got Sage, I don't like the girly years too much, but I like Sage because she actually looked closer to me than Mary Grace. At the time I had reddish brown hair and blue eyes and freckles and the classic face mold, so she definitely looks very similar to me, and she definitely looks similar to me at the time. That's why she's wearing glasses. But now my hair since then has gotten really dark, and my hair is almost black. Now it's gotten really dark in like the last 2 years. It's just become really dark, so my hair color doesn't match Sage anymore, but I still think I have the classic face mold and freckles and blue eyes. So for now she's still kind of like my mini me. Also in 2013 for that Christmas, so I saved up for Sage and bought Sage with my own money, and in the summer of 2013 we went to Washington DC, and then also when we were at Washington DC my mom got Caroline, which was the other new doll that had just came out, and I really like Caroline because she was the War of 1812 doll, and that was a battle between what is now known as Canada, but it was between England and the United States. So I really liked her because she lived on Lake Ontario and I lived on the opposite side, on the Canadian side of Lake Ontario. So definitely connection there. And where I used to live, there was a lot of like museums related to the War of 1812. So that was really cool to have that connection. And she was the last doll that I received as a kid. So some other dolls I received. So I received, or I saved up my own money and bought Mini Nelly and Mini Emily before I got Big Emily. And I kind of regret that because I should have saved my money, because my friend went to the United States and was like, oh, I can pick up some things for you. And I should have saved that money towards Emily, because then I would have been able to get Emily and Molly, but I didn't do that because I didn't have patience. Anyways, so I got that before Emily, and I got these 2 Girls of Many Lands dolls, which are actually a line of American Girl dolls from the early 2000s, 11-inch dolls, I believe, or maybe they're 10 inches, and they just are different times of history from around the world, and they're collector dolls. They're not really meant to be played with, and I got both of them for $30 off of eBay in not great condition, but I bought them and I played with them. And Cecile, who's in the blue, her legs broke off, so I've had to hot glue gun them back on several times. But I don't remember exactly when I got these dolls. I want to say it was maybe after Emily or before Emily. It was around Emily, that time period. So next we're moving on to the dolls that I bought as an adult. And this is kind of like, I started collecting as an adult consciously in 2020, but my first dolls that I bought as an adult were in 2019, and they were Kirsten and Marta, who are first on the list here. Kirsten and Marta I got the same time. I got both of them and an Our Generation doll for $50 from a Kijiji listing. So I sold the Our Generation doll. And anyways, each of these dolls turn out for like $17.50 each, so I got them for an amazing deal. I did have to fix Kirsten's limbs, and for years I didn't know what to call them because I was like, I already kind of have a Kirsten, and I already don't know what to do with so the one with the blue eyes is Kirsten, the one in the red, and then the one in the blue is a Just Like You 20. And now they're Kirsten and Marta. And it took me a long time to figure out what to call them. But now they're Kirsten and Marta. And they're the first dolls I bought as an adult, but I was planning on reselling them. And that never happened. I tried, but I just couldn't do it. Next we have Cecile, and Cecile was the first doll that I bought consciously as an adult. So I got her in May of 2020, and she was kind of expensive, but she did come with her hat and her dress and her book, but I didn't need her book, and a hair clip that matches her dress but is not official American Girl, and she didn't come with shoes or tights or anything like that. But I thought she was in fairly good condition considering how much Cecile's were going for at the time. Cecile was very popular at the time, and I still think she is fairly rare, but at the time a lot of people wanted Cecile. And she was one of the dolls that I really wanted as a kid. Her and Nelly were both the two dolls that I really wanted as a kid, but I couldn't get them because they retired too quickly. So Cecile's really special to me because she was a doll that I really wanted, and she's just absolutely gorgeous. And if you have a chance to get her, please do, because she's absolutely amazing. And so and my very first video on this channel was me unboxing her, but that's not when I started posting consistently. So I say that I started my YouTube channel in January of 2021. But really she was my first video in like June or May of 2020. Next we have Elizabeth, and Elizabeth I got for an amazing deal off of Facebook. Not Facebook, sorry, eBay. And I got her in August of 2020. And she's just great, and for a while she was just so beautiful that I just couldn't like comprehend it, and I couldn't bond with her because I was just so taken aback by how gorgeous she was, and like it was just so like she's so beautiful. So if you get a chance to get Elizabeth, please do, because she is amazing and gorgeous and a wonderful addition to my collection. Next we have Minnie Be Forever Molly, and I got her off of Amazon in like October of 2020. My family went apple picking, and when I came back she was on my doorstep, so I was really excited about that. Next we have Ashlyn, and Ashlyn was my first American Girl thrift store rescue, and I got her for $2.99, and I also found her the same day that I found two other of my dream dolls, Disney Store exclusive 2013 Elsa and Anna. Just so excited to get those dolls too, and I got those for 99 cents each. So it was and then I found an American Girl game, so like a board game, and that was amazing. So I really like Ashlyn. Definitely cute, one of my favorite well-wishers. So she's adorable, and for $2.99 I cannot complain. So I got her in like November of 2020. In December of 2020, or was it January? I think I bought her in December as a Christmas gift, but she didn't arrive till January. But we're gonna say that I got her in 2020. This is Felicity, and she came with some clothes. Like she came with her meat dress, her book, Caroline's pajamas, the cloak that she's wearing, which is her official cloak, and her box set, and she came with her shoes and some extra tights and bloomers that didn't come with her originally, but I have used them since. I did have to re-wig her because the seller didn't disclose that her hair was cut. However, she did come with a lot of accessories, so I didn't want to go through the process of returning her because she came with so many good stuff. So I just bought a wig off of Amazon. Is it perfect? No. I have thought about buying another Felicity, replace her, and then using her green eyes and creating a different doll, but we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. So that was the last doll I got in 2020. Next we have the dolls that I got in 2021/2022. I didn't get many dolls in 2021. I don't know, I feel like 3 dolls is still a lot though. But anyways, I didn't get as many as I've gotten in recent years because I was planning on moving cross country, so I was trying to hold back and not buy as many crazy dolls. But first we have Mary Ellen, and a Mary Ellen I got for my birthday in March of 2021, and I love her so much. I got her, she wasn't brand new in box, but she came with her box and she was collector owned, so she was in very good condition. She was missing some of her pieces, but she was in very, very good condition. Then in April of, so I wanted to get Mary Ellen and Molly at the same time because I didn't really have I kind of had an order of what dolls I wanted next, and Molly and Mary Ellen were at the same time, and then I found a Mary Ellen for a good deal, so I bought Mary Ellen, and I was literally about to bid on a Molly and on eBay, and then I went to the thrift store and I found a Molly for $8. She does have a case of bubble eye, so she's not in perfect condition and her hair is cut, but it still can be braided, so that's the most important thing. And she's Bliss & Company. So that is my Molly, and I was very excited to find her because I got her around the same time as Mary Ellen, and I wanted them both at the same time, and it just kind of all worked out. In summer of 2021, I got my dream doll, Nelly. She was the doll that I wanted the most as a kid, but she was retired, and that was really sad. I wanted her more than Samantha, but Nelly is significantly harder to find than Samantha, because Samantha has been around for a lot longer, so that's why I was able to receive Samantha back in 2011, but not her. So Nelly is the most that I've ever spent on a doll in my collection, but since then I realized that that's not, like, she cost more than a brand new doll, but like now that the American Girl prices have gone up in Canada, she's not that much more than a brand new doll, so it's kind of like whack. Because I used to say I'm never going to spend more than Nelly because Nelly is the most important doll in my collection to me, but that is kind of unrealistic now considering the prices just keep going up and up and up, so we're going to have to see how that goes. So that's it for dolls that were in 2021. This is dolls that are now in 2022. So NAA and Jonathan I got around the same time. I can't remember who I got first. I feel like I got NAA first in February, and then I got Jonathan. So NAA I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and she came with her meat outfit, and she had her box and her book, and she was in some rough shape a little bit. Like, the person definitely cared about her but used her a lot, if that makes sense. And then Jonathan I brought brand new from Chapters. He was on sale and I had been looking at him for over like half a year, and then he was on sale for, I thought was like $110 for a long time, and then I got some cards for Christmas, like gift cards, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy him and the festive outfit. And I went up to the cash and they're like, oh, we forgot to mark him down, he's actually like $70. So he was like half off his original price, and there was another one there, so I feel bad for him. But I got this one here, and he has well, this is one of the holiday outfits I've gotten since, but I got his, you know, the brown holiday outfit that looks very similar to this, and he is my historical boy doll from Dracula, so he's Jonathan from Dracula. And that is it for the dolls that I bought at my old house. So next we're going to be moving to the dolls that I got after I moved. Next we're moving on to the dolls that I got in 2022, and I got Clara, who is a MAPLELEA Friends doll. She's a first edition MAPLELEA Friends doll, but her wig was badly cut, and so I just bought her a new wig off of Amazon, the closest one that I could find. And I got her for like $4, but she had makeup, like literal, like actual makeup, like eyeshadow and mascara all over her, and I just cleaned her up, and she's in my collection, and I love her so much. Her freckles are so cute. Then we have Bridget here, which is a Hearts for Hearts doll, and I got her also at the thrift store. So I got Clara in this like August of 2022, and then Bridget I got around the same time from a thrift store. Then we have Kaya, and Kaya is really special to me because she's the first doll that I bought with my YouTube paycheck, so she's very, very special to me for that reason. Also, she's a gorgeous doll, definitely underrated, so beautiful. I feel like I have to say this all the time because I feel like she is so underrated. If you want a unique doll in your collection, if you want a really beautiful, gorgeous doll, Kaya is where it's at. I highly, 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 highly recommend Kaya. I feel like everyone should get a Kaya because she's just absolutely so gorgeous, and I don't think you would regret getting a Kaya. Next we have, and I got her off of eBay, Diana is another thrift store rescue. I got her like a week or two after getting Kaya, and I got her, I think, for like $4 as well from the thrift store. Her hand is a little bit chewed up, but that's probably why she was so cheap. But you know, she was a doll that I wanted for a while because I wanted a Jess mold that I could turn into Diana and give her brown curly hair. And I haven't swapped out her wig yet because I think she looks so cute with her short little bob. But we're gonna have to see if I change it soon. But yeah. Next we have Claudie and Yvette. And Claudie and Yvette, I got them both for Christmas. I bought them for myself for Christmas of 2022. And I love them both. And I'm so glad that I got them. And I highly recommend both of them. Yvette is just so unique. And Claudie is just absolutely so gorgeous. So, and I have a comparison between Claudie and Cecile if you want to see the comparison between the two dolls, because sometimes people assume that they look similar to each other, and they do a little bit, but not really. And so that video kind of compares both of them there, if you want to check out that video. But Claudie and Yvette are in my collection, and yeah, I got them. They were the last dolls I got in 2022. Next, we're going to be moving on to the dolls that I got in 2023. 2023 was the year, or is the year of the doll, I guess. I've gotten so many this year, and it's kind of crazy because I said I was going to hold back, but that didn't happen. First, we have little baby Olivia, and I did order her in 2022, like in November, but she didn't end up showing up at my door until like February because they lost my package. And I asked for a new one, and they sent me a new one very quickly, and I'm very happy about that. But it did take her months to arrive, and now she's in my collection, and she is so cute. So she's a little caring for baby doll that I bought off of eBay. Next we have Josefina, and Josefina I got for my birthday in March of 2023, and she is very cute. I love her so much. I wanted her since I was a kid, but there was always a new doll that would be released, and so I couldn't get Josefina, but now I have Josefina, and I'm very happy about that. We have Grace, and Grace I got, I don't even know when I got her. I want to say May, maybe? I don't know. I got her shortly after Josefina because I found a great deal on eBay. And Grace was a doll that I wanted for a long time. She was my favorite girl of the year until Covey got released, and now Covey's my favorite, and I gotta get Covey soon before she retires. But anyways, that is Grace. Now this is a little bit crazy because we have so many dolls going on the shelf, but we got Makena and Maritza, and I got them very recently. I can't remember how recently. I want to say maybe August of 2023, and because they went on sale and they said limited quantities, and I got really scared that they were going to retire, so I bought them off the American Girl website because they're not on the Chapters website anymore. Totally thought they were going to retire, and they're still up on there last time I checked. But I'm glad that I got them now because now I don't have to worry about it. Was it expensive? Yes, but American Girl had a 20% off sale on them, so they weren't. I bought them around the same price that it would have cost to buy them brand new in Canada with the 20% off. So I'm very glad they're in my collection because they're very beautiful. Next we have these 3 MAPLELEA dolls, and I got them on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling a whole bunch of MAPLELEA dolls, and these dolls came with their original starter outfits. That's just a little side point. So with with American Girl, it's the meet outfits. That's what you call their outfits that they come in, because you have the books like Meet Samantha, Meet Kirsten. That's why they're called the meet outfits. With MAPLELEA, they're called starter outfits. So I got all these dolls in their starter outfits, except for Brienne, who's the blonde, came with Jenna's shoes. And Jenna has the red hair and green eyes. Then there's Brienne with the blonde, and then we have Scylla. And Scylla, I can't remember what I was going to say about Scylla, but Jenna and Brienne and Taran were part of the original 4. And Alexi is the only one that I don't have of the original 4. And then they have Leonie that came out, and then Scylla came out, and then Charles E came out. But Sila is definitely a fan favorite. People love Sila on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. So a lot of, like, she is very, very unique. She is Inuit, so lives in Canada's Arctic, so people love that. And she comes with a lot of, like, traditional clothing and stuff like that. So very cool. Highly recommend Sila because she is absolutely gorgeous and very unique. So next we have Jenny. She's in the blue sailor outfit. Then we have Willa, who's in the blue dress. Then we have an unnamed doll in the middle there in the white dress, and she's a Hearts for Hearts doll. And Jenny in the blue sailor outfit's also Heart for Hearts. Willa is a Welly Wisher, then Hearts for Hearts, then Emerson, who I got just a few days ago, maybe a week ago. And I all got them from a thrift store, just like Ashlyn, for less than $10 each. So that was very exciting. I got them at different times throughout the year, but I can't remember exactly. So yeah, I got them all this year. So, I mean, I love the Welly Wishers. They're so cute. But it's hard to find clothes for them, so I just buy porcelain doll clothes and then put them on the Welly Wishers so they can have, like, Victorian style outfits for fairly cheap. A lot of times the porcelain dolls are more expensive than what I bought these dolls for, so it's kind of funny. So that has been all my dolls video. Hopefully I gave you some backstory that you found interesting about the dolls and why some of them, well, all of them are really important to me, but some of them have some special backstories. So if you like this video, if you want to see more doll collecting videos, make sure to hit subscribe for more doll collecting videos. That sounds kind of repetitive. But anyways, you could also follow my Instagram and my TikTok for more doll collecting videos there. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.